Greetings! Today we are traveling to a galaxy far, far away. Let's make a lightsaber tumbler. This tumbler is going to commemorate my super awesome and kinda weird Star Wars wedding at a planetarium in Oakland, California, USA in 2019. I'm using a 25-ounce water bottle from Stainless Steel Depot. This is actual drone footage from the day of our wedding, and in the background you can see the San Francisco Bay, and San Francisco is up and to the left. This is actually where Mr. Kitschy and I both grew up. The top 2/3 of the tumbler, or water bottle, are going to be covered in this amazing vinyl. This is from Teckwrap Craft, and it is Opal Holographic glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I'm mimicking the blue lightsaber that Anakin used, and I'm mimicking that because I actually have that tattooed on my wrist. I'll show you that a little later. This is Mr. Kitschy and me after our ceremony. It was a ceremony and a reception people are sure not to forget. You'd think trimming this would be really easy considering you can totally see the line of the end of the vinyl underneath. However, me being me, I can't cut a straight line to save my life, so it's not easy and I do end up with a gap. I will fix that later though. After I pull off the protective sheet, I will go ahead and cover up the bottom of the vinyl, and you can see the lightsaber hilt up there. That's what I'm looking to mimic. I'm using 1/2-inch painter's tape to cover up the parts of the bottom that will remain silver and also for spacing. I do end up needing to move these around a little bit because the 1/2-inch doesn't work perfectly with the circumference of the tumbler, but it's not a problem. It's minimal and you can't tell. This is a part of a collaboration hosted by It's Art by Donna, and it is the May the 4th collaboration, which celebrates not only Star Wars, but also Star Trek. I will have the playlist linked in the description. Please go watch all of the other artists. This is so much fun. I guarantee you, you're gonna have a great time. I'm laying down black acrylic paint to back the black holographic glitter I'm going to be using. It's just a precaution in case the glitter doesn't cover fully. You won't see raw silver tumbler underneath. I'm using the epoxy method to apply the glitter, and I use way too much here. You definitely only need a very, very thin amount if you're using fine glitter. Here I am, popping bubbles. I do use the Speed Dry Epoxy from MNG Supply Co. So after I apply this glitter, I'll let it spin for 4 hours and then I'll be ready for my next step. In parts, the glitter will almost look kind of flat and shiny, and that's the area where I used too much epoxy and it sort of soaked up the glitter. This is the part that I love the most, is peeling back the tape to see the lines. One of my favorite tumbler makers, Made by Mal, would call this peely peely time. Totally agree with her. It's the best. My lines aren't perfectly crisp and straight, and that's okay. I'm going to be using some vinyl pinstriping later, and it's going to hide all of this. I do some cleanup here and there, but for the most part, this isn't going to matter. You definitely want to make sure you pull up your tape before your resin cures, otherwise you won't be able to get it off. Once that's cured, I do need to go in and seal the glitter, just in case. I'm using my favorite sealer, Binding Potion from Adhesive Apothecary. I give this a good coating all over, and I will let that dry for about 45 minutes to an hour. Once that is all dry, we're going to go ahead and tape off the vinyl again, and we will be applying our silver glitter. This is where I'm cleaning up with a little bit of alcohol. We absolutely were married by my friend B, who was ordained in the Church of Star Wars, and he was dressed in Jedi robes. It was so fun. I was going to leave this just raw stainless steel, but I'm me, and glitter is life, so I'm using silver holographic glitter. Of course it needs more glitter. Hello? I didn't see the need to tape off all the black parts. I just go in and I'm pretty careful. Since we sealed up the black glitter really well with the binding potion, any overspill of glitter that gets on it will just be able to be brushed away. I love holographic glitter. It is so pretty. This is very fast drying glue, so I do them one at a time. Once I'm all done, I go ahead and brush off as much of the glitter as I can. It's not necessarily stuck to the tape, but if you pull the tape off with the glitter on it, it's gonna go everywhere. And I mean everywhere. The glitter brushes off so easily because I sealed it. We are also going to seal in our silver glitter area, and I did want to tape off for this. I'm just using my finger. This is non-toxic and water-based, so you don't actually need a paintbrush, and frankly, I didn't want to have to wash out another paintbrush. Our cake was so cute, and it was so delicious. We didn't actually get to eat much of it, but it was really tasty. Yeah, the stripe of vinyl isn't super straight. I can see that now. It's just for me to use and for Mr. Kitschy to use though, so I'm not worried about it on this tumbler. I would be a lot more precise if it were something I were selling or giving away. I'm coating this with about 20 milliliters of M&G Supply Co.'s Speed Dry Epoxy, and I'll let that cure for about 4 hours. So cool! Our dance floor was in this kind of rotunda part of the building, and when you looked up, this was right above your head. It was really neat. It's all cured and I've given it a really good sanding, and now it's time to apply pinstriping. I'm using that same textured metallic vinyl, which I cut out with my Cricut. My new Cricut. That is a Crican and not a Cricant. I do end up having to take this up and reapply it a couple of times because of course I can't make a straight line to save my life. I also end up using that same black vinyl to pinstripe the top of the vinyl area that's glow in the dark. I'm going in with these glittery purple stripes and I'm just accenting this one. Yeah, if you pull too hard on really thin vinyl, it's going to break apart like that. Luckily, it was still long enough for me to use. And I do end up pinstriping out the stripes as well, you'll see. I go around the bottom too. I don't make you watch all of this, it's pretty repetitive. That's all done, and I think it looks pretty good. I will seal it with the binding potion to make sure none of the vinyl lifts when I put on the next layer of epoxy. We got to take pictures with a space capsule. How awesome is that? I'm a professional. I take things out of shot so that I can keep the mystery alive in this relationship. Okay, but I am just weeding out some of the decals I'm going to be using. These will be on the glow in the dark part, so they will be silhouetted once it's glowing. And this is Princess Leia and Han Solo, and it's a famous quote from them. Mr. Kitschy and I really like that quote, so I thought this would be perfect to put on the tumbler. Now, it does have some really small letters and small numbers, and this will actually come up with the vinyl you're weeding, so I do end up using what's called the reverse weeding technique. And that's where I put the transfer tape down and pull everything up. Transfer tape is nice and sticky, so everything wants to stick to it instead of come off of the backing, and I pull off the parts I need to weed from there. It works much better if I'm having trouble like this. We didn't have a traditional guest book, and this actually is hanging on our wall now. It's so cool. Okay, so you can see I did a lot not on camera, and that is because my phone died. I'm so sorry. What I did that you didn't see is I used the binding potion and different kinds of 4-point stars. So I would put the binding potion down and hand place each one of those 4-point stars. There are glow-in-the-dark ones, iridescent ones, and black ones that are holographic as well. This is getting a coat of Speed Dry Fast Set Epoxy, and I added a couple of drops of Marabou Rainbow Alcohol ink to it. I also added some of the glow-in-the-dark 4-point stars to the bottom. I had leftover resin, so because I can't leave well enough alone, I decided to put some of the iridescent 4-point stars in it and kind of place them around the tumbler in some bare spots. Does it look good? Yes. Did it create a ton of bubbles? Also yes. I used my heat gun to try to thin out the resin. I used my torch to get rid of the bubbles. And finally, I dropped the rainbow alcohol ink on top of these spots to hopefully mitigate some of those bubbles, or at least make it look like it's glitter and not bubbles. Oh my gosh, how many times can I say the word bubbles? Sorry. After a final coat of MNG Supply Co.'s Glass Coat Tumbler Epoxy, my functional piece of art is all done. It may not look exactly like a lightsaber and a hilt, but I think it's close enough, and it's got all of these elements on it that remind me of Mr. Kitschy and my favorite sci-fi series and one of the best days of my life. I am so thrilled, and it looks even cooler glowing in the dark. Don't go anywhere. You have to stick around for the rest of this playlist. It's going to be out of this world. Dad jokes for the win. Thanks for flying by, Kitschy Cats and Kittens, and may the 4th be with you.